A Victorian Gilded Age houseboat.
But because the McNallys only had a cook and a maid, they didn't need the upper bunks.
So this is crew quarters here?
Correct.
Yeah.
Yeah. Who's that? Yep, the McNallys, well, Mr. McNally lived aboard until 2002. Yeah. The picture on the windowsill is this room in 1908. And so you can see how dark it was.
Yeah.
And if you look carefully above the fireplace, you'll see that bronze plate that we saw in the lobby.
Oh, yeah.
It was originally above the fireplace. The McNallys chose not to include it, so it was in storage until she came here. All of the hardware was made specifically for La Duchesse, and all of the doorknobs have the Bolt family crest on them. In these two cupboards is some of the original Limoges china made specifically for La Duchesse. The red and white Berger pieces are from the Yacht Club, and the glassware and the plate are from the McNallys. Andy collected pewter, so some of his collection is here, and his wife collected miniatures, and some of her collection is there. The rest of her collection is at the Art Institute of Chicago. Just how high the water was, because you can see that there's rust stains almost to the ceiling, and that's how deep it was. When you go down the hall, bathroom and closets. So feel free to go down. You can go in the rooms. You can go between.
Clawfoot tubs.
Yes.
That's old Victorian stuff, isn't it?
Yes.
La Duchesse. Nice rooms. And the paneling looks very Victorian. Look, this has a interconnected bathroom with another clawfoot tub.
Quite a boat 100 years ago. Yeah.
Look at the ceiling, the trim work. Another interconnected bathroom. You look at the doorstop.
Not just a drawer.
Look at the marble encasement around the sink.
Well, no, from the bow outside you can get up there.
Oh, okay.
It's not like Gilded. So we're going to go straight down to the master bedroom, then I'll tell you about these rooms that you're passing.
I could claim this.
Yes.
Private
deck.
I know it. I know
That
it.
is awesome.
Is he
There
coming?
you go. That house is back.
Hmm. If you look up at the ceiling, you'll see that this was two different rooms. The gold leaf stencil on the two sides is different.
Oh, yeah.
Originally, there was a wall here, and this side, according to the plans, was the smoking room. This side was Mr. Bolt's study, then his bedroom, and then his bathroom. The McNallys didn't need two full baths across from each other, so they took the fixtures from this bathroom, put them downstairs for their staff. The original crew only had a toilet and a sink in a back closet. And so what you saw is original, just not original location. That was the ice box and the wine cellar. All of the shades aboard her are made by the Pullman Company, and which makes very good sense. On a boat, you don't want your shades flapping, so this makes very good sense. During one of the renovations, the original
Wow, look at those pants. It's pretty cool.
Pretty wild.
he doesn't want you in the picture.
Oh, I do. I put her in a lot of pictures.
Just not that
That
one. Just not that one. This is a piece of the decking. It's 1¼ inch pine.
So in wood terms, they call that 5/4. I don't want to talk about.
Oh, okay.
We know a lot about
Oh,
wood.
1½. Well, this is 6/4.
Oh, okay. Oh, I read it wrong.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's what they would call
Yeah.
that, is 6/4.
Okay. And does it even measure 1½ anymore?
No.
Stripped veneer. And they said, we're gonna put pine in the dining room. Andy said to, to them, well, wouldn't birch be cheaper? And they said, Andy, birch is not cheaper, and there's no such thing as cheap lumber.
No.
The mantle are pictures of this room in 1908. And you can see that there's a piano there. Well, when the McNallys came aboard, there wasn't a piano. And it wasn't until the 1970s when the Bridge Authority found a badly damaged piano. Because it's a Steinway, and because of that, there is a serial number. So they got a hold of Steinway, what can you tell us about this piano? And they said, it's one of two that George Bolt ordered, one for his hotel in Philadelphia, to save the painting. So you can see from the photographs that it is the same piano.
Yep.
I learned recently that Steinway only built 45 upright pianos. And
That's the first upright Steinway I've ever seen.
exactly. Well, that's because there are only 45 of them, or there were only
I was
45.
gonna say, they do.
You can see here, it was in all the rooms, but it's visible here, that it's hot water heat. There's a boiler in the hull. We don't use it now, but and so they spent a lot of time and money trying to reconfigure things so that they could burn wood, and it never worked. So they just kept birch logs in there to be pretty.
Science teacher.
No, go ahead.
Point of a heel actually places more weight on a particular point than an elephant does.
That's
On
what
its
I
core.
heard. That's
Yes.
what I heard.
Science
That's
teacher,
amazing.
there's
Yeah.
all kinds of facts and stuff. But yeah, they actually had to ban them on airlines when they were first building, because the aisles were made with carpet, but underneath.
Make sure that this door closes.
Look at this little baby seat,
Yeah, isn't that cute?
child seat.
Yeah.
Yeah, we had some birds who came to visit and spent the night, and so we try to keep the doors closed as well as we
I
can.
definitely would.
We found her down in the Chesapeake Bay. was willing to sell her for next to nothing.
Look at the osprey nest
That
and the
job
light.
to restore her was going to be way more than it was worth.
Wow, look at this baluster, huh?
No, these are.
This is just like a house.
And that's from World War II.
LFT.
Yep. So when it's time for her to go into the yacht house,
Obviously modified. There's equipment in that barge down there, so that would be where they've got their.
This is a towed barge with steel. This has been modified with a steel hull. The original didn't have it. And the Rand family from Rand McNally bought it and fixed it up, restored it from the original owner, which was the Boynes. All right, this is looking towards Wolf Island. These islands here are in America, but the other side is the other shoreline on the west is Canada.